Tommy Hearn's sparring partner. He wants to tell women that not all men are dogs. Please welcome David Sewell. So you really think that women think that all men are dogs?
All men not dogs, Chuck. I know men want women right off the bat to have sex with them, but I like to show them that there's still some good men out there. I like to give them Southern hospitality. I like give them roses. I believe in opening the door. I'm just old-fashioned, Chuck.
When you say Southern hospitality, David, are you from the South?
From the South.
Whereabouts?
From Toccoa, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, about 50 miles.
So you were raised there and with kind of Southern traditional values, that kind of thing?
Right.
Yeah. Now, that's kind of an interesting jacket. Where'd you get that?
My manager had it made for me.
That's a great jacket. What does it say on the front?
Workhorse. That's my fighting name. Workhorse.
Oh, that's great. Good-looking jacket.
Thanks.
All right, going to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Our studio audience saw David's three choices. They voted for one. Going to take a look at all three women again today and catch you up. Bouvier, she was named after Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy. She was our first person. Then there was Daphne. She dumped her last boyfriend because she thought he looked too much like her father. What that's all about. Finally, Janet has 4 children under the age of 10. Now, the audience vote was recorded yesterday. We'll get that a little later. Right now, David's going to tell us who he chose.
Bouvier.
All right, she's backstage. Say hello to Bouvier Young. Hi, Bouvier. How are you?
Fine.
Good. Make yourself at home back there. Welcome to the show, and David will start us off.
I left 35 minutes early to go to her house to pick up. I want to impress her that, show her that I like to be on time. Yeah. So she wasn't quite ready. So
did you get there a little early?
Yeah, I got there early, 35 minutes early. So.
Oh, see? It can be just as bad 35 minutes early as it can be 35 minutes late.
So, but she wasn't mad or anything.
Yeah.
So
didn't bother you that he was early?
No, I was flattered.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you answer the door? Did he come to the door and you answered it, or what?
Did I answer the door?
When he came?
I answered the door when he came.
What did you think when you saw him?
I was impressed.
Yeah. How were you impressed by Bouvier?
Because I was expecting some hardcore Mike Tyson type. And no, he's a teddy bear. He may try to look rough, act rough, but he's not.
That's what he said.
So anyway, Chuck, I was in the house.
Were you happy when you saw her?
Yeah, I was pleased, and so I was in the back talking to her son. So she had on some black tights. So she looking good, Chuck,
So now where are you going?
So we went to we was driving down the highway, I was singing to her, and then as we stopped at Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. I used to be the manager there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And so I introduced her to some of my friends, and
some of them.
And so she
What do you mean? What did you say that for?
He introduced me to the male, but this one particular female stared the whole time we were there.
She was staring at him?
No, she was staring at me.
Oh.
But I didn't care because I had him.
You think she was an old girlfriend?
I think she was. In fact, I'm sure she was.
No, Chuck, she liked what she saw.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. Not an old girlfriend.
No, not an old girlfriend.
No, she liked what she saw in me because I had you, so it didn't matter what she said.
So, got back in the car, we were going to the movie, and I grabbed her hand and then started singing to her. She said, David, would you go out with me again? I said, sure. I said, I know I'm in the cookie jar now.
Now, it's kind of early in the date. I would think you just had dinner. You're on your way to the movie. How come you brought that up?
Because I got along with David real good. He appeared to be a real nice, gentleman, and I just wanted him to know if he was interested in going out with me, that I would go out with him again.
Yeah. There's an expression that's been floating around this stage since David walked out that I'm truly not familiar with. What is your cookie jar?
What is my cookie jar?
Well, he said, well, maybe it's not your cookie jar, it's the cookie jar. Is this an expression that you all are familiar with? Well, what is the cookie jar?
I don't know what his cookie jar was, but mine was definitely locked.
So anyway, Chuck.
So this imaginary cookie jar you got going on?
I like chocolate chip.
I see. Okay.
All right. So anyway, as we at the movie, watching Adam Family.
Right.
So I was, I said, man, forget the Adam Family. I'm gonna look at her. So I was just kissing on her and stuff, you know.
You were?
Yeah, kissing on the ear, and then I trying to find the ear.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find the ear, all the hair. So I found the ear. I said, well, she didn't seem. I said, well, ought to me get more in the cookie jar. I'm gonna have to work a little harder. And so after the movie.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
I want to ask you something. He came out here, he said he thinks that women think that all men are dogs. Mm-hmm. Are they?
Yeah, that's why I was making him work for it.
Yeah, she goes along with your philosophy. So after the movie, what do you do?
So we came back to my house. Mm-hmm. So as we came back to my house, I had some card, roses, and champagne.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you really prepared for this, didn't you?
Right, and so I put on some slow music. We just sitting there watching the movie, and so she asked me, can I dance? I said, sure. So I changed the tapes and put in some more music, and I started dancing. She said, will you dance with me? I said, sure. So I started dancing. She said, will you take off your shirt? I said, no problem. Then I said, I know I'm in the cookie jar now.
What's this all about, Bouvier?
Well, he told me he had a chest like a Evander Holyfield, but he had a big shirt on. So I told him to take the shirt off so I can see his chest. He does have a nice chest. It's nice.
It was okay?
It was more than okay.
I think I'm beginning to understand this cookie jar theory you got going on. So now what happened?
So I took her back home, and you know, as I was taking her home, she put her head on my shoulder. I was singing songs to her, and so that was it. And so she asked me would I date her again. I said, sure. I have no problem with that.
You know, I noticed something about David that I had not noticed before. David looks kind of like a young Frazier, doesn't he? A little bit like a young. You're better looking than he is. Don't get me wrong. Okay. let's take a look and see what the audience picked for you, David. Oh, we have a tie. It's been a long time since we have had a tie. Bouvier and Daphne, 37%. You have your choice.
Bouvier.
Bouvier. All right, we'll pay for it. Bouvier, you want to come out? You want to go out with him again?
Yes.
Come on out. Have a seat. Yeah. Would you like to go watch him fight? Would you like to go see him fight?
Yeah.
Sometime? Yeah. He's fighting pretty soon, 21st, right?
Vegas.
Yeah, so it's coming up.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck, David. Good luck to both of you. Stay in touch and let us know how you're doing. And thanks for sharing your date.
Thank you.
We're going to come right back with another couple right after this. Stay with us.